Hello.
Hello สวัสดีค่ะ
Hello. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Questions for
No
us?
question.
Yay. Okay, why don't you think of a question? Put you on the spot. It's good to be able to think of questions even under pressure. They don't have to be good questions. Could be any question. Think of a question. What's 1 plus 1?
First
First goldfish.
no president
First president of the United States? Yes, George Washington.
Oh, George Washington.
Yeah, and he was famous. He's on the dollar bill, the $1 bill, because people say, well, John, maybe not John, but people might say, well, why isn't he on the $100?
Why?
Right? Because people think that the $1 is used more.
People use more.
Yeah, so it's more likely to be held. So it's kind of more important because it's more common, right? So I would imagine also, I would say, I would want to be on the $100.
Yes, everyone think.
But other people say that the $1 is more common and used more. And so in some ways, more important.
Other president they can stay in dollar.
No,
money.
only George Washington. I don't know if it changed, but I have only seen George Washington in all of the $1 that I have ever seen. The difference in the United States than in other countries is that we still accept dollars even if they are 100 years old. So in Europe or in India or in many countries, every 10 years or 20 years, they say all the money, all the old money is garbage. You can't use it anymore. Because what they want to do is they want to get rid of criminals. Because if you're a criminal and you have a lot of money, and then I say, okay, you have to bring your money to the bank to get the new money. If you're a criminal, you can't do that because you got the money, it has blood on it
Yes.
or something, so you can't do that. So
But
every
if gold.
gold, well, you can do, yeah, gold doesn't matter. But what they do is they get rid of the old money every 10 years or 25 years. And usually when they do that, the currency goes down because people don't like it. It means that the government is controlling the money system too much. In the United States banks will still accept dollars that are 100 years old. And you may have to ask for a new one because if you go to the store, people say, what's this? But we still accept the same dollars. And that's why dollars are, I think, valuable still, is because no matter what, you can still use them, even if you're a criminal. And that's not good, but it's necessary for a currency for people to believe that it's going to have value.
And right now, how many president in
Oh,
America?
I think Trump is 50 something, 54 maybe. I'm not sure though. I think it's
A lot.
50 something.
Many 50.
Yeah, I think he's 54, but I
And
can't
you don't
remember.
have king or queen
No.
in America.
No.
Just Britain, Anguilla.
Yes, only in Britain, not in the United States. No.
For you,
But the United States is not very old. The United States is only 200 years old. So before that, English people were from the UK. They were British people.
for
or
you, president is important
the most important?
in United States.
What do you mean?
Like in Thailand, king is or everyone in castle.
Kaison?
No. ปราสาท castle. I don't know.
Castle?
castle is important.
I don't know what you mean by castle.
King stay.
Okay.
What you call?
It's a castle, but I didn't know that Thailand had a castle.
Had.
Oh, has. Okay.
Yes. And most every Thai people.
All Thai people
All Thai people
have to.
have to เคารพ like they are honor ไหว้เคารพบูชา like Buddha.
I don't know these
They
words.
have picture king every house in
Okay, right.
in America.
Do people have pictures of the president?
Or they are important.
There's no. We don't have pictures of old presidents usually. Sometimes in movies, they do sometimes show old presidents like George Washington or maybe Abraham Lincoln or something like that. But in people's houses, it's more religious. People will have pictures of Jesus Christ.
พระเยซู
Yeah, in their house. Pictures of the president, would not be very common. People might, because we have two parties in the United States. We have the Republican Party and the Democratic Party.
means Demonic and what?
Two groups that are the strongest in the United States. And Trump is from the Republican Party. But Obama, he was from the Democratic Party. Republican and Democratic. So each of them have different philosophies that they follow. Usually Republican people want the government to be smaller and have less taxes. And the Democratic side wants there to be more government help for poor people and for people who are not able to work or don't have enough education to do anything. So it's more complicated than that, but that's kind of the basic idea. So we have two groups and they fight all the time, and usually we go back and forth. We have a Republican president and then a Democratic president, Republican, it goes back and forth like this.
Depends on people.
It depends on who people vote for. And in people's houses, sometimes they might show that they are Republican, or maybe if they're Democrat, they might support that. But I don't think that they would put a picture of the candidate that they like. They might be proud. Usually Republican people have a red tie and Democrats have a blue tie.
Necktie.
Yeah. So red is kind of Republican and blue is Democrat, but you don't have to. Just because someone has a blue tie doesn't mean they're a Democrat. But it does, these colors do represent the parties. So someone might try to say that they are a Democrat or that they're Republican. Some people are very proud to say that. But I don't think that they would put a picture of a president in their house. If they did, it would probably be a very old one. It would like George Washington or something, or Abraham Lincoln or somebody very old. I don't think anyone would put a picture of Trump in their house. They prefer to, I think, have a religious picture of Jesus or something if they were going to do that. If they were
You call
religious.
พระเยซู Jesus.
I'm not sure what the Thai translation is, but Christian
The guy
on the cross. On
guy
the cross. It's called a cross.
And
Yeah, the guy in the cross.
You
Yeah,
say
Jesus. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
okay
Okay. Another good question about the United States?
No.
History of the United States. We're going to learn a little bit more about, because we got up until about 100 years ago, after the Old West, remember, and then the airplane was 100 years ago, and then the Titanic was
Well, I
1912.
forgot the timeline
Remember, in the United States, the first guy found the United States in 1492, I think. I can't remember the date, but I think it's 1492. Remember the Italian guy, Christopher Columbus,
Columbus
right? And then after that, people started going to the new world. And then there were many fights and many battles and many troubles. And then the United States was formed in 1776, I think. And then after that, there was the Wild West. We had battles. We had the Civil War in 1860, fighting because of slavery. So in the South of the United States,
India no
no, there weren't, I don't know if there were no Indians on the East Coast or if the battles had already been fought there. Most of the time when I hear about battles with Native Americans, it was in the West. So I'm not sure what happened on the East Coast. I don't hear very many stories about that. It was probably much older and we don't have records of that. But probably there were Native Americans on the New York part, but I don't remember any history from that. So anyway, then, like I said, lazy American people, British people, and Europeans didn't want to work, so they brought African people to work as slaves.
oh that's why I have another war
Yeah, so that happened. They worked on plantations, just like in the Notebook. Remember in the Notebook when
the
Ellie's family was very rich? That was like there were many families like that in the south of the United States. And they had plantations. They used to grow cotton.
I don't know
Cotton to make clothes. There's a plant. It's
Cotton.
called cotton.
Cotton.
And it's a lot of work to grow cotton. And so the north of the United States fought against the south of the United States to end slavery. So the South wanted to keep slavery, and people in the North said we have to stop slavery. So there was a battle. It's called the Civil War, and America fought America, and other countries in Europe helped also. So that's why we have
not also or both
Yeah, I think I can't remember who is on what side, but the South wanted help from Europe because they didn't have enough money to fight. And I don't really remember the details very well. I watched a long documentary on it, but it was 10 years ago. Anyway, so then the north of the United States won. Remember I showed you a picture. The president of the South at the very end of the war, he tried to hide. He was wearing a girl's dress, remember? Can't remember what his name was. Jefferson Davis, I think his name was. Anyway, he was trying to hide in a girl's dress, but they caught him. And so that was funny. But anyway, so the South lost, and then slavery was ended. But we're going to talk about this in a couple weeks. But anyway, slavery was ended, but it didn't end people having racism.
Racism?
When you don't like someone from another race. When you don't like someone if they're different than you. Like, for example, if you hate people from China, then you're racist. Okay.
Racist.
So racism still happened in the United States, even though the government said that African Americans were not slaves anymore, they didn't have any money.
That's why in the beginning.
They didn't have any education. So it wasn't just like, hey, let's be friends. People were angry, and still now. And that's why we
That's
have
why,
trouble right
American
still
hate
today.
Black person, people about black guy, black.
Yes, we're going to see some movies and learn about Martin Luther King. But anyway, it's complicated, so it's going to take many episodes to explain. But anyway, after the Civil War was in 1860, so almost 200 years ago, right? After that, the Wild West happened. That's what we learned about in the Wild West. That was until 1900. And then after that, we had the Wright brothers. That was the airplane in 1900.
After why West?
Yeah, after the Wild West. The Wild West kind of ended in...
Make the train.
Yeah, the train happened in 1875 or something. I can't remember now. But anyway, then the Wright brothers, the airplane happened in 1903. And then the Titanic, which we learned about, was in 1912. And that's kind of where we got to so far. All of the United States history. Nice and boring. Nobody likes history class. But anyway, full of forgotten dates, confusion.
In Thailand or in Thai? Also.
In Thailand.
Thailand.
Right, Thai is the language. So that's the way you speak, not the history.
Also.
Yes.
I like to sleep. Slept.
Right, and you can usually see Sibti when I'm talking. What? Anyway, okay, so the history of the United States. Sibti is getting tired just thinking about the history of the United States. Another good question about the United States? Let's hear some more. Let's have this a history question day. About those dates. I don't really remember them either, but I might be able to think of them a little clearer than you.
I don't know.
Train questions?
Train questions.
Wild West questions? Civil War questions?
Who building first the train in the Wild West?
There were two companies. There were two companies. And one of them was
America or?
They were American companies. And I think they were building, one was building from the west and one was building from the east, and they met in the middle. And the government paid money for each kilometer or mile that they made. So if they finished a kilometer, they got paid, and then they kept until they met in the middle. Yeah.
Government paid them.
Yes. A lot of money.
And the government can own all them. On the train.
I don't think so. I think the companies owned the train. Even now, I think that private companies own the train tracks. I think it's Union Pacific, and there's a couple other trains, and I think they are owned by private companies. I think the government does not own the train tracks.
And the new train right now in America?
We don't have any new trains.
Train in Japan?
No, we don't have any. So
you don't have train under
subway. That's called a subway.
Subway.
Yeah, but we don't have any new ones. So they're very, very old. And
it's made from American people or Japan company?
No Japanese companies. Sometimes in the United States, there are companies that can build all of those things. It's not very common for Japanese or German companies to build anything in the United States. Sometimes they sell technology or something, but I have not heard of any Japanese companies building that in the United States. But now we have, you know, Elon Musk. Never heard of Elon Musk?
Probably heard, but I don't know.
Anyway, he wants to build a new train that is in a tube.
Tube.
Yeah, it's in a tube like this. So the train goes inside of the tube. So it goes really, really fast like an airplane.
Oh, I know.
So the trains in Japan are called bullet trains.
Bullet.
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 The thing that goes in a gun is a bullet.
Bullet.
It's called a bullet train.
Because it's fast.
Yeah, but it only goes outside of, it's not in a tube. So there's a limit to how fast it can go. I think it goes about 300 kilometers an hour.
If
or
into
something.
view fast.
It could be as fast as an airplane. So if this Hyperloop, I think it's called Hyperloop, if they make it, then the train will be able to go as fast as an airplane.
In the beginning, I read about these news. I thought they want to transfer
Transport?
transport, set things quickly.
You mean like packages?
Yes.
No, it could be packages, but people also. Instead of going on an airplane.
I think just packet.
No, it's for people also. But Elon Musk is making many things. Maybe we should have a story of Elon Musk on the show. I wasn't thinking about that, but maybe it could be good if
You didn't hear
Tesla succeeds.
at the end of my word. Good luck
Good luck.
for goldfish.
Oh, no goldfish?
Yeah.
No, Sibti's tired today and we
Yes.
started late, so we're not going to be able to do
Yeah.
any goldfish. But anyway, let's continue with your good. Oh, we have cereal for Sibti today. This will wake you up because
You
it has a
make
lot of
me
sugar in
fat.
it. So we have, and then you can think of some more questions while
More
we're.
question.
This is another famous cereal called Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops. And this
Like loop,
this
you talk.
bird, yeah, loop. If you're talking about the hole in the center, then it's a tube, because we're talking about this part. But if it's like a donut, then it could be a loop. If you're talking about the whole thing, it could be a loop. But this is kind of like a donut or an inner tube. Anyway, this bird, I think he's called Toucan Sam. I'm not
In
sure.
a cartoon.
No, he's only a cartoon for this cereal.
Oh, I saw in your picture you like let me to describe something.
Yeah. No, maybe they have another parrot, but this Toucan Sam, I think his name
Parrot,
is.
นกแก้ว type of
Yeah.
bird.
This parrot is only for this cereal. There's no cartoon in Japan or anything like that. He's only the mascot for this cereal. Anyway, these are very popular. They're much sweeter than the other ones, but kids like to eat these, and then their teeth rot and fall out.
Oh, it's
But
not
anyway,
good.
they're really delicious. You can try and tell people what you think.
Packaging is very, very beautiful.
Right, made
Cute.
for kids. Kids see it and they think, "Wow, I wanna have a parrot."
I
You
will
have to-
shoot this then
No, there's
Another
two
thing.
other ones where you're gonna try after.
before rice.
Rice Krispies, right? I think most parents would prefer if their kids had Rice Krispies because they're not as sweet. These ones are very sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. See if you can open the box. Now, this box.
Smell like mama.
I don't think so.
Mama powder.
Maybe, but I don't. Much more sugar than
mama.
that. I don't think so.
Powder mama. When
No,
put-
definitely not. But anyway, this box size is much, much smaller than the box in the United States. This would just be like even one fat American kid would eat all of this.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
The real,
very much.
no, the real size in America is this big. This is a special small size that they made just for Thailand.
Everything from America is very big.
Yeah,
like
because people are
snack-
really big.
Snack.
60% of Americans are fat, and 30% of Americans are obese.
B.
Obese. That means so fat that they can't really walk very well.
And how can they survive?
How can they what?
Use life.
They have to eat a lot.
Work or eat or go to toilet. Because I saw some news.
Put some more in there. Come on. Don't,
John.
fill it up. No, come
I
on.
drank beer before.
It's okay. Fill it up. You don't have to finish it. People want to see what a
you
real...
will help me eat.
No, it doesn't. You don't have to finish it. No, fill it up.
John.
You don't have to finish it. Just show people what a real bowl of cereal looks like. Okay, that's okay. Good. Okay.
People can see.
No, don't show me. Give me the box. Okay. Okay. And then if you're, so you have to go like this, because the
Okay.
ants will. No, don't. Put the milk
Smell
first.
like
Put the
lemon.
milk. Put the milk first.
John, how can I eat all?
You don't have to eat it all. It's just to show people what a real bowl of cereal should look like. Right, exactly. And it
Smell
smells
like-
like mama.
Right now smell like lemon.
Okay.
Lemon.
Well, each one has a flavor, right? It's Fruit Loops, right? So
Fruit.
one of them is lemon, one of them is apple,
Oh, green apple,
probably.
orange, and lemon. And
Yeah,
this
probably.
crab.
Grape, maybe grape. Yeah. Yeah, Toucan Sam. His name is Toucan Sam.
It's enough.
Right. What do you think?
Ooh.
Does it look delicious?
I don't like.
Oh,
Like
no.
when you eat skin lemon.
Lemon skin?
Lemon skin.
Okay.
When you
It's too sour?
and เหม็น bad
Stinks.
stink.
No, it smells delicious. Okay, take another bite. Let's see what's maybe we'll get better. No? Oh my gosh. You don't like the sugar cereal. No?
Kids in America like.
Oh, of course. I love it. It's delicious. If it didn't have so much sugar, I would eat it every day. Tastes delicious. I used to eat them. My mom didn't let me eat sugar cereal
Smell
when I was a
like,
kid.
In house in on the mountain, people like to use lemon or something look like lemon in toilet. Smell
Yeah,
smell skin
yeah,
lemon.
that's right. It has a little bit of smell of lemon, but I think it smells good.
Oh,
Yeah. When I was a kid, my mom didn't let me have this cereal
why?
because it had too much sugar in it. So
And you will lose.
no, just because she said you can't eat no sugar, but probably because when kids eat a lot of sugar, they have a lot of energy. So I don't know that she cared about the sugar. It's just she didn't want me making trouble, running around and yelling or screaming or not going to bed or anything.
You
No,
don't
keep
eat-
eating.
You don't have it?
It's gonna get. I like it, but too
Why
much
you don't
sugar.
eat?
Now
Right now
I
you can't eat sugar.
I can, but it
You want
makes me.
salad?
My mom didn't let me eat sugar when I was a kid, and then I ate a lot of sugar after that for many years. But then I started to notice that it makes me depressed.
Because your body don't learn before.
No, I don't
About
think so.
kid.
I think it happens to everyone, and now I stopped.
Before I don't like sweet. I don't eat everything sweet. but right now I eat a lot ice cream, chocolate, snack, and put more sugar.
The problem that I had with sugar was when I ate sugar, I was really happy and I felt good. But then after a couple
Deep down.
after a while, you know, you feel kind of depressed and it goes up and down. And if you don't mind that up and down, then it's okay. But now I don't eat any sugar and I don't there's no up and down. I don't feel happy, I don't feel sad, I'm just always sad. So it's better because I don't get happy and then sad. I'm always sad.
No,
so then it's
you
better
don't
for me.
always sad.
Oh, okay, well. Anyway, I don't like that excited and then and then exciting and then
That is last night. I drank 3 vodka Red Bull.
Uh-oh.
And I thought when I came back home I will sleep. But
Okay.
no, my energy, I don't
Right,
know.
if you drink a lot of caffeine,
3 Red Bull
right, too much,
bad than sugar.
worse.
Worse.
Well, caffeine, yeah, definitely. Caffeine is different than sugar.
I watched 3 movies. I slept.
Which movies did you see?
The Lord of the Rings.
Okay, you've never seen The Lord of the Rings before?
But for
Or because we
now-
were talking about it, you were excited
and
to see?
I rewatched.
Okay. All 3 of them?
They have 4 or
Oh, 4.
4 or 5.
Okay.
4 probably 4.
You watched 3 of them? Which ones did you see?
First, second, third.
Okay, did you see the Witch King that I was telling you about? That no one could kill him but the lady? Remember?
White.
No, he had like a black helmet and like a cape. He was like a ghost.
And at the end, he fight with Witcher, White Witcher.
No, I thought
He looked like Damon.
a lady stabbed him with a sword.
Probably the third part.
Yeah, the third one.
Oh, third I couldn't.
Oh, you didn't see that one?
No, not into the end. Just middle, and I slept.
Okay, well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm imagining it. It's been
I thought about Return of the King.
yeah. It's been 15 years. Maybe I don't remember correctly, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened because I was so angry about it that I I still remember today.
I like Hobbit 4 part 4 about dragon. You didn't watch? It's new, probably.
No.
2015 or 2007.
Dragon?
About dragon. Part 4. Hobbit. Something dragon.
I've never heard of that. I remember The Hobbit. And I thought there was 2 parts for The Hobbit. But I don't remember anything about a dragon. Is it getting better?
I will set trailer for you. No, because it's too much and
Okay.
I don't want.
Anyway, you don't have to finish it all. What do you think? Give us your review. You've been eating it now for 5 minutes. Do you
If I watch
recommend
young,
it?
I will like because it
I
would like because
would like.
it
Yeah.
because it have
It
is looked
it
looked
it
looks
it looks.
it looks
I look.
I look
She looks.
she look
Everyone looks.
everyone looks
It looks. Yeah.
beautiful color
Yes. Right. Bright.
and taste
Tastes. Tastes.
better than rice
Krispies. Oh, you like it more than the Rice Krispies? Oh,
because
you said it was bad, and now it's getting better.
I don't know, probably I'm drunk.
You're drunk. Okay. Anyway, you don't have to finish
Fuck
it.
it.
You can put it down. It's okay. Anyway, 1 to 10. What do you think?
6.
6. And Rice Krispies.
But if for kids, probably 8 or 9.
And for the Rice Krispies,
For me, 8 or
Oh.
7 for breakfast.
But you said this is better than the Rice Krispies.
Taste.
We have a confusion here. Okay,
But I like that because this is too sweet.
Let's clear this up. Okay. First, Sifty said that the Fruit Loops were bad. She said, tastes like lemon toilet
But
water.
I mean taste more.
Wait. Okay.
More
So
than
first,
rice.
Sifty said it smelled like lemon toilet cleaner or
Yes,
something.
yes.
Okay. Then she started eating it, and you said better than Rice Krispies.
Yes.
Okay. Then I asked you, what's the rating? You said 6.
Yes.
Rice Krispies 8.
Yes. Taste more taste. Like you can taste sweet taste.
Oh, okay.
But Rice Krispies no taste. But I like
Oh, okay. So you
Rice
didn't.
Krispies because
Okay, here. That's why we're here in the English class. Okay, fine. So let's try again because your explanation, you see, taught me the wrong thing. Okay, try again.
what? This is better.
It's not better. That's what confused me.
I can feel.
It's
I can
no. It's
strong.
stronger.
Taste.
Taste. Yeah, the taste is stronger. It's not better. If you
Yes.
say it's better, then you're going to confuse people. But if you say the
Strong.
taste is stronger,
Stronger.
strong doesn't mean better,
Yes.
right? Because let's say
I can feel. I can.
right. If you go to the dentist, right? Having a strong dentist might not be better. Strong doesn't always mean better, so it's okay to say stronger. Okay, it has a stronger taste.
Stronger taste.
Okay.
Taste.
But
But I like rice.
like
Like rice crispy.
Krispies.
Crispy.
Krispies.
Crispy.
Krispies.
Pieces.
Krispies.
Better.
More.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Painful. Sifty's painful
Eating.
cereal reviews. We have 2 more cereals. Probably you won't like them if you don't like Fruit Loops because they're also have a lot of sugar. But they were my favorites when I got a little older. Yeah. Okay, good. Let's continue then with another picture for Sifty because she has a lot of energy and she's very excited about a nice, easy one. Let's see if we can find
If you say
something
easy,
easy for
won't be
Sifty.
easy.
Okay, this is probably the easiest one we have. Okay, show us that one closer so people can see. They can get a good view. Now, if you want to try to describe that before Sifty, just pause the video and try to describe it on your own, and then you can, when you're ready, come back and Sifty will show you how to do it correctly.
Or how to do it bad.
No, just remember like my mom says. Just easy, and then you fail.
Won't be easy.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
What?
Uh-oh. What is it?
Like cinema. But why have activity? Hiking. Camping.
That's why they're confusing you.
This is a cartoon drawing
Something.
of
I don't know.
yeah,
What is it?
of the cinema. The cinema. But in this
Not picture.
there are many things in the cinema, like coming activity hiking activity climbing activity
Okay.
ละครสัตว์ circus
Circus.
and many people sit there and looking at the
Stage.
and many people do crazy
Crazy
things. One old lady shopping in the this cinema, and one guy behind this
Not picture.
picture fishing what? Fishing something.
Keep going. There's a lot more in there to describe.
Everything very everything confusing.
Yes.
I think no.
Keep going. It's a full picture of exciting details.
Where is point?
Point?
The cinema. Stranger thing. Coming. Fishing. Watching. Circus. Shopping.
That's all?
I think
Okay.
make me confused.
Right, that's why we're here. Questions?
What he did. Horn. Swing.
He's on a circus, trapeze, it's called.
กายกรรมเหรอ
Trapeze. Yeah, circus trapeze.
Of this
That's a
stage
stage, yes.
and actor.
They could be actors, but you see some of them are not actors.
Yes.
Right?
Already. He fishing.
He is.
He is fishing
Mm-hmm.
from
Yep.
boat or what? Second stage.
Not second stage. It's called on the second row or in the stands if it's for a baseball game. But in a theater like that, it's probably the upper seats and lower seats.
This what you call
He's rock climbing.
rock climbing.
Yeah.
What is?
He's some type of.
I don't describe.
He's
because
some type of lifeguard, but he's not wearing a lifeguard uniform.
Yes.
But it's a lifeguard chair. The people at the beach who are trying to protect swimmers, but he is wearing a suit. So,
you.
do you want to give it to me? Other questions first before I do it?
People in
Circus.
circus actor.
They're performers.
Performer.
Yeah, performers.
Just
Okay, so the vocabulary was pretty good. I have played this game with many people, and you knew stage. Many people don't know what a stage is. You knew the word circus. Many people don't know what a circus is. You knew. What else did you know? The old lady, she was shopping. You didn't know what she had here. This is called a shopping cart.
shopping cart.
And she has food in there we call groceries.
What?
Groceries.
Grocery.
Yeah. Stores where you buy pens might be a store, but the store where you buy food we call a grocery store.
Grocery.
7-Eleven is not a grocery store, it's called a convenience store.
because it's smaller.
Because it's small and it's open all the time. A grocery store is usually closed at night, but they only sell food.
In America, they have 7-Eleven.
Try again. Does
In your
does
America have 7-Eleven?
yes, definitely.
Open 20.
Yes, and just like you saw in Superbad, usually they get robbed.
That
Someone
is
has
not. That is so, but look same.
Yeah, it's like that. That's what 7-Elevens look like in the United States. They don't all have such similar products like in Thailand. In Thailand, all of the 7-Elevens have all of the exact same food. But in America, I think 7-Elevens are a little bit more varied depending on the location, but I'm not sure. Anyway, so the vocabulary was okay. The problem was still the overall
Confusing.
picture. So we need a great sentence in the beginning to let English people know what we see.
แล้ว cinema เหรอ
No, a cinema is for a movie. So I would say, this is a cartoon drawing. It's a very strange picture. I want to tell people in the beginning that it's confusing so that they have that in their mind. This is a cartoon picture, cartoon drawing. It's a very strange picture. It looks like a combination of a circus and a play. Where these people perform is called a play or on the stage. So if you tell American people this is a combination of a circus and a theater, you could also say a theater,
theater.
that will make a very similar picture in their mind to what this is. Once you describe that, then they will have the right idea, and then we can describe what we see. So remember, this is a cartoon. The very first sentence is very important to set the picture stage. This is a cartoon drawing. It's a very strange picture. It looks like some type of combination of a circus and a theater. On the left of the picture, there are some people who should be performing a play, but some of them don't look like actors. One of them does, but one of them is a monkey, and one of them is a baseball player, and one of them is a skunk.
There is skunk.
Yeah, he looks like a skunk to me. Also, in the seats, there are a lot of crazy things going on. One guy is rock climbing on the wall. One guy is fishing from the upper seats. And there's even a dog who's watching the play. There are some baseball players in the seats also, and even an old lady who seems to be shopping for her food in the stands. That's what I would say. Anyway, so
There's many things there.
yes. So we focus on what's important and we let go of things that aren't. Just like when we were talking about Sibti yawning. No.
นะมี what อ๋อมี
Anyway, just like in Into the Blue, we have to skip the things that are not important and focus on the things that are important. So I didn't talk about these marbles here because I don't know what they are and I don't think it's important, right? I didn't talk about this guy sitting backwards because I don't think it's very important, and I don't think that I can describe it in a good way, so I didn't describe it. This guy standing on his head, also the same thing. I don't think it really is important to the idea. I think that he's included in my idea of saying crazy. When I tell people this is a crazy picture, I hope that they can imagine this as one of the crazy things that's happening. This lifeguard stand, I didn't describe also because I don't think I can describe it in a way that makes any sense, and I don't think it's important. This flower in the window here, if I try to describe this, English people are not going to understand what I'm saying, so I'm not going to do it. I would have to say it's very strange because on one of the walls of the theater there's a window, and the window looks like a small house window with a plant in it. So I wasted almost a half of a minute there describing one small thing. We have to use our time effectively and use our words effectively. We don't want to waste them on things that are not important, because in the test you only have a certain amount of time. So you don't want to waste your time describing things that are difficult or that other people won't understand.
When describe picture in test,
You are not.
We have to write or tell.
You have to talk.
Or
Yeah, but in the test that you're going to, you're not going to play this game. This game is in a different test for people who want to move to Canada. But I think that if the TOEFL test wants to improve their test, they should listen to me, because I have done this more than them. And the first game they should play is this one. That should be the first question of their speaking test. The second speaking question should be the same, as the IELTS test. And the third question should be a story, like we did when we played the game about making up your story. What they should do is they should give you 10 vocabulary words, and then they should ask you to make a story
and use
with those words. That is a good use of imagination and speaking capability. But anyway, they're not going to listen to me, but if they were smart, they would. In the test that you are going to take, it is the IELTS test, and we're training for that. They're not going to have pictures, but this is a great way to practice, to understand how to describe something that you see. And it's real. If you go to America, let's say you're a tourist, you go to America and you see a crime.
what crime?
A crime. Criminals. What do they do? Criminals do
Is crimes.
crimes. Yeah. So what criminals do are crimes. What's the word in Thai for crime?
คดี
Okay.
bad
So,
thing คดี
yeah. So if you go to America and you see a crime, and then you go to the police and you're a Thai person, right? What are you going to say? Sorry, I don't know. No. It's very logical to be able to describe something that you saw. That's a very, very important skill of speaking. It's one of the most important skills of speaking, is trying to tell another person what you saw. But only the Canadians are smart enough to put it in their test. Everyone else, nope, forgot about it. So anyway, I like that, and that's why we're practicing it. We're learning how to speak correctly, not just to train for the test. Because the test will be over someday, and Sipti will still have to be able to describe to the police what she did when she was drunk.
No,
Okay. Anyway.
I didn't do bad nah.
Well, you don't remember.
Probably.
Okay, so one more review of Fruit Loops for Thai people. What do you think? Should Thai people be buying Fruit Loops?
For people
You're gonna take this home, aren't you, and eat tomorrow?
No.
Yeah.
No.
So what do
have
you recommend people to buy Fruit Loops or not?
for kids.
Oh, for kids.
Good for kids.
For their teeth.
No.
Oh no. Okay.
Children.
Good for children, you think, to make their teeth black?
Not much.
Okay.
One time per week.
Okay, once a week. Okay, great.
Once a week.
Okay, any questions?
No,
If you want to see Sipti's teeth black after
just
her
one time.
after her box of Fruit Loops, or if you want to see her trying to figure out what's going on at the
Strange picture. Strange picture
it's a strange picture of
of cinema.
of
What you told me.
right. That's anyway. If you want to see Sipti trying to remember what I just said, come back tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye
ขอบคุณค่ะ
bye.